Hello YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe, watch my other videos. So financial mistakes continue. So out of every mistake that one makes, one should try to obtain as much knowledge or education you can from it to avoid that mistake in the future and make future decisions that take you to your goal in a much more moderate way, right? So everyone makes mistakes at some point. That's normal, that's natural, that's human. No one can avoid it. The way you handle your mistakes is vital, right? How you handle your emotions, right? No one should lose sleep over, making financial mistakes. At least, you should have a backup plan always. You should have businesses or jobs that back up whatever decision you make financially. At least, that's necessary. Other non-convenient ways would be bankruptcy, of course, for financial mistakes, but that's obviously on the extreme, and that's not suggested. Obviously, you don't want to ruin your credit. To me, credit is one of the most important things financially here in the U.S. So protecting your credit at all costs is vital, because that opens doors for you. That gives you opportunities, and not only that, it at least in my case, right, it gives me pride. It gives me, basically that. It gives me pride to know that I've made all my payments on time, for whatever I owe. So to me, that's a badge I can hold and say, hey, I've done this and this and this, all these mistakes, right, financially, but I've never missed a payment. So to me, it makes me feel good, right? And my credit is pretty good because of that. And so for whenever I need to use my credit, it helps me with the banks, right? So it's just something to know, something to understand. It's taken me many years to learn about the financial markets, trading, the stock market, and so on. And if you're just starting to learn, just know that it takes many years. It can take a decade or more just to get the basics down. It takes a very long time. Probably real estate is easier, or just businesses are far more easier than just trying to mess around with the stock market and or trading. I mention this because, if you want to take a shortcut, well, that's probably a good way or a good route to take instead. And I don't know, I've only read about the fact, but I've heard of it, but I haven't read about the fact. Supposedly something like 90% of millionaires are real estate investors. I don't know. I have to look it up. But if that is true, then, well, there you go. That's a route to take, a much easier route probably. The issue with that is, well, you have to have good credit, and you have to have co-signers, of course, or a team of people, or a team of family members to take on that venture, right? You know, or flip houses. That's probably a good thing to do. I personally think rentals are better, but that's just me, right? The fact that inflation is so high, and the fact that there's a shortage of housing in the U.S., and so much immigration, makes me think that rentals are probably better. And the fact that there's been the minimum wage laws, at least put in effect here in Florida, where I think it's by 2026 employers should pay no minimum than $15 per hour. So that puts upward pressure on rents, right? So rents should be increasing. So if inflation is high, if interest rates are going up, and all these other things I mentioned, then it just makes sense to buy and hold real estate. I mean, like, why sell it? Why flip it, right? That's just me. That's just my opinion. And like I've said in other videos, and for all my future videos, and this one as well, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't follow my advice. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah. Anyways, like, share, comment, subscribe, watch my other YouTube videos. Comment below what you would like for me to talk about for my future videos. All right, have a nice one. Whoops.